Hello, New York Giants fans, and welcome to your Giants News Roundup here on Big Blue View for Thursday, May 5th. I'm your host, Ed Valentine of Big Blue View, and today's big Giants news is the imminent release of cornerback James Bradberry. GM Joe Schoen admitted on Thursday during an appearance on WFAN radio that he expected a resolution to the Bradberry situation by the end of this week, which could likely mean that Bradberry will be released by the end of the day today or by the end of the day on Friday. Giants have tried for the last couple of months to trade Bradberry, but there doesn't seem to be a real trade market, for the veteran cornerback. Bradberry is due a 21 million and change salary cap hit for this season. That is what his current cap hit is for the Giants. Giants can save roughly $11 million on the salary cap by making Bradberry a post June 1 cut. And after failing in their efforts to trade Bradberry, then they're simply going to have to swallow here and let him go, regardless of where he winds up, whether he winds up with a team they're going to have to play against, whether he winds up in the NFC East. That really is not the Giants' concern at this point. Joe Schoen has said all along that Bradberry is a good player. I think Schoen wishes he could keep Bradberry, but it simply isn't economically feasible for the Giants at this point in time. As Schoen said on WFAN on Thursday, this is part of his quote to Craig Carton and Evan Roberts. He said, "It's unfortunate because he's a great kid. He's a starting corner in the league. It's just where we are financially. We've still got to sign our draft picks. We've got to be able to sign our practice squad and then have replacement costs early in the season." The reality of it for the New York Giants is that as of today, they have between $5 and $6 million in salary cap space. That is not nearly enough to sign their draft class. That is not nearly enough to sign a practice squad. That is not nearly enough to have operating costs once the season begins. And the fastest way for the Giants to create space, and honestly, they'll still need to create more, but the fastest way, the easiest way for them to create space is to move on and get out from under the final year of James Bradberry's contract. It is not something that will help the football team on the field in the short term. The Giants know that, they understand that, but they have no real choice here. Bradberry's been a good player for the Giants for the last 2 years. I'm sure that Joe Schoen, Brian Daboll, defensive coordinator Wink Martindale wished that there was a way to keep Bradberry as a Giant. But the one thing that Schoen does not want to do is restructure a whole series of contracts and push a lot of money into the future, that because that simply kind of kicks the can down the road and creates financial and roster issues later on down the line. And what Schoen in his first year as GM is trying to do is get a handle on all of those things. He's already had to restructure the contract of Adoree Jackson. He's probably going to have to restructure the contract of Leonard Williams, kick some money into the future just to have operating expenses for the 2022 season. But he wants to limit that as much as possible. And unfortunately, the collateral damage for the Giants here is going to be losing James Bradberry. So we will wait for that news to come down officially. We'll have it for you at Big Blue View We'll have some reaction to it when it does happen. So check that out. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Check us out on Facebook, on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us, check out our podcasts on Big Blue View Radio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you as always, Giants fans, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.